This is the book of Psalm, chapter 9, verse 15. The heathen are sunk down in the pit that they made. In the net which they hid is their own foot taken. Verse 16. The Lord is known by the judgment which he executeth. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. Haggayin Salah. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name who the world ignorantly calls God. And Yahweh Shai is his son who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Ruach Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And citation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai's sake. I'm Brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. And yes, the reason why I brought out the book of Psalm, chapter 9, verse 15 through 16, is that I'm going to show a couple of articles that proves that all you heathens, all right, because of your ambitions, because of your pride, all right, because of your lust, you're all going into World War III. And this is a pit that you've dug, okay, yourself. This is that snare. And Tawadi Bashim Yahweh Shai, all right, for bringing it to fruition because you clearly see it, all right? And this is the Lord bringing judgment to you heathens, especially you Edomites, you so-called white people, all right? We're at the end, all right? You clearly see World War III brewing in the background. All right, all we're waiting on is that digital all, the M to the O to the B. And that's it. Let's get into this article. A secretive U.S. Special Operations base in Syria is taking fire from a shadowy Middle East war. And finally, the American media is finally reporting this. Okay, I've done lessons on this. I did a lesson on this, what was it, a month ago, 2 months ago? I'm pretty sure other brothers have done lessons on this, all right? That American troops are being injured and, of course, they're not going to report it, and dying in the Middle East, okay? Because of what's going on in that region, all right? The Iranians are picking up the pace in their frontal assault against the American military, all right? And they're using their proxies to do it. You also have Syria, okay, as well, backing the Iranians, okay? And of course, you Americans, you can blame no one but yourself and your ally, the 1948ers, the JJs. Because in this article, it says, U.S. troops at the Al-Tanf outpost in Syria have been conducting, quote-unquote, counter-ISIS operations since 2016. The 1948ers, Syrian, and Persian forces are also active around the base in southeastern Syria. Right. Because the 1948ers are constantly doing airstrikes in that area. Okay? And that's the same area that Russia and you Americans did a deconfliction zone in. Okay? How's that working out? Antev's location means it has come under fire and clashes between those forces and their partners, right? Okay? When you scroll down, we'll just get to the point. Hey, y'all digging your own pit, your own snare, man. That's why y'all all going into World War III. All right, and the Lord's bringing it to fruition that it's going to happen. There's no stopping it. That's why to our people, that are into, weapons and getting guns and want to take this devil down carnally, like that's a poor choice, okay, in thinking, man. Like the Lord is bringing these devils down. Let me get the, there's a part I want to bring out. No. Where's it at? Yeah, here it is. The area around the base was liberated from ISIS that year. Shortly thereafter, the U.S. and Russia, which were both operating in the area, agreed to set up a 34-mile deconfliction zone around the outposts. Okay, so you have a military base, American military base in this in Syria, okay? And America and Russia did some type of agreement having a deconfliction zone. And again, all right, there is no deconfliction. There's constantly confliction there. All right. It says in recent months, jumping down, however, Al-Tanf has become a focal point in a shadowy conflict between the region's key players. The 1948ers, the JJs, the U.S., Babylon the Great, Russia, also known as the modern-day Medes, Gog, Magog, and Iran, the Persians. The 1948s regularly strikes Iranian-backed forces in Syria, and flying over Al-Tanf allows the 1948s aircraft to limit their exposure to Syrian air defenses, most of which are in western Syria. Routes near Al-Tanf are especially appealing for the 1948 strikes against Iranian proxy forces near the Al-Qaim border crossing with Iraq. Current and former U.S. defense officials told the Wall Street Journal in mid-June that the U.S. had for years been reviewing 1948ers planes for strikes against Persia, proxies, and allies in the area to avoid interference with U.S.-led operations against quote-unquote ISIS, especially those at Al-Tanf. Really, we should call the U.S.-led operations, okay, taking the resources, taking the oil, all right? That's what you really need to be calling it, all right? They like to use our corridors, our air corridors. Here's the point, because Syria's air defenses can't tell the difference until it's too late, right? And so that's why Syria, Iran, they're just like, the hell with it. Let's start attacking, okay, military bases. And that's what's happening, okay? But allowing 1948ers and occasionally Jordan to operate around Al-Tanf has exposed the U.S. to retaliatory attacks from Iran and its proxies. There you go. All right? That's why Fox News, the Russian-Iran monster, Biden's strategic incompetence has created a new menace for America. All right? Let's get down to the point. Russia's recruitment via Iran of U.S.-trained Afghan commandos to bolster its forces in Ukraine, a situation that the Pentagon is monitoring, is a direct result of Biden's administrative chaotic pullout of Afghanistan in August 2021. Approximately 3,000 Afghan military and support personnel, including high-ranking officers who assisted U.S. forces during the 20-year war in Afghanistan, fled to Iran because they faced persecution in their own country as the Taliban took control. Abandoned by the Washington that spent $90 billion to build Afghan national defense and security forces and having no means of survival, some of them are now volunteering to fight in Ukraine. Oh, man. So this is some good. Hey, that's why it's a world war. This is some. Hey, man, you can't make this stuff up, man. You devils dig your own pit, man. Yeah, man. This is exciting stuff. So you got Iran via Iran of U.S.-trained Afghan commandos, okay? So you have U.S.-trained Afghan commandos who are now working with Iran so they could fight in Ukraine. Is that what that's saying? Let's read that. Wait, hold on. Let's read that one more time. Russia's recruitment via Iran of U.S.-trained Afghan commandos, right? So Russia's going to Iran. Hey, you got those U.S.-trained commandos, right? That fled, okay? Because the Taliban took over. Yeah. We got them. They pissed off with America. Yeah, okay. All right, put them to work. All right, you've been harboring them. Put them to work. All right. That's what I'm telling you, brothers, man. There's no need to bear arms, man. The Lord got these devils in a trick bag, all right? He got them in World War III. Yeah, man. This is cool stuff. Yeah, man. Let's continue on. So commandos to bolster its forces in Ukraine, a situation that the Pentagon is monitoring, is a direct result of the Biden administration's chaotic pullout of Afghanistan in August 2021. Approximately 3,000 Afghan military and support personnel, including high-ranking officers who assisted U.S. forces during the 20-year war in Afghanistan, fled to Iran because they faced persecution in their own country as the Taliban took control. Abandoned by the Washington that spent $90 billion to build the Afghan national defense and security forces, and having no means of survival, some of them are now volunteering to fight in Ukraine. Yo, man, Psalm chapter 9, verse 15 through 16. You fucked yourselves, man. Okay? Hey, I love reading geopolitics, man. It just shows you the power of the Lord. It is bad enough that the U.S. government spent $2.2 trillion to sacrifice 6,000 American lives only to have the same characters, the Taliban, run the country. Right, I remember that meme, okay, where there's a picture of the Taliban and it says, yeah, we were losing, but in the fourth quarter, the 2 minute, we came back. I remember that meme, all right, because the Taliban is back after 20 years, okay, all right. How you Americans enjoyed your tax dollars at work, huh? Yet you clowns are going to go vote. To our people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites. You should not be at that voting booth. You shouldn't be, okay, participating in that bullshit, all right? Your president, your king, your savior is Yahweh Shai, period. All right, you're an Israelite. Start acting like one. Continuing on. It goes on and says, Afghanistan remains the same hellhole it has been for decades. Damn, this is Fox. They're definitely upset. Oh, by the way, when everything goes red, the wars are only going to increase. Okay? Get ready. Okay? The gift of botched the Afghanistan withdrawal by the Biden administration keeps on giving. U.S. military secrets and sensitive top-of-the-line combat training that the U.S. Special Forces share with Afghan security forces is now available not only to Iran, but to a strategic partner, Russia. Representative Michael McCall, the top Republican on the House of Foreign Affairs Committee, warned about the grave threat in 2020 report, Strategic Failure, assessing the administration's Afghanistan withdrawal. Damn, man, America, you fucked yourself, man. Hey, that's what happens. Let's get an article. There's more, okay? There's more. Psalm chapter 7, verse 11. The Most High Yahweh judges the righteous, and the Most High Yahweh is angry with the wicked every day. Right, and this is the Lord showing his anger, making sure you get into World War III. That's right, okay? 12. If he turn not, he will whet his sword. He have bent his bow and made it ready. Right, and World War III, okay, is going to be nuclear, okay? Yeah, in the beginning, you may see some, what they call, there's a word that they use, okay, conventional warfare, conventional weapons, right? Couple of tanks, couple of warplanes, some ace combat shit, all right? Then it's going to go nuclear, all right? All right? We're living in exciting times, all right? And you're seeing the buildup, all right? America's being attacked. Its soldiers are being put in harm's way. They're getting injured. We're literally seeing World War III, all right, kicking in the door, kicking in the door, man. 13, he hath also prepared for him the instruments of death. He ordained his arrows against the persecutors. Right, again, okay, because what has happened? Why is this all happening? Because of the oppression that's been going on to the children of Israel. So now this is the Lord, okay, judging you heathens. Read Psalm 83. All you got to do is read Psalm 83. It makes sense, right? 14, behold, he travaileth with iniquity and hath conceived mischief and brought forth falsehood. 15, he made a pit, here's the point, and digged it, and is fallen into the ditch which he made. Right, Yah created this problem, okay? You fucked up, all right? That 20-year war in Afghanistan, you fucked up. And now this is the consequences, okay? Yeah, man. All right. Oh, man, the The Lord is showing his power. Again, brothers and sisters, there's no need to get guns and weapons, all right? The Lord is our strength. The Lord is our shield. He's our buckler, all right? The Lord is making these nations walk right into World War III. They can't stop it. They can't stop it, all right? And they did it to themselves. That's the funny part. Well, technically, no one has free will, all right? If you want to look at it spiritually, which we all should be spiritual, man's goings of the Lord's. How can he understand his own way? 16, his mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealing, right, against the children of Israel, okay, against the Lord himself, lying on the Lord, okay. All right, that's violent, man. You're creating, that's, okay, look at it this way, all right. Well, what do you mean lying on the Lord, right? You told our people that the Lord is a so-called white man. You told our people that the Lord's chosen people are them gutter rats over there in our homeland, all right? That's a violent dealing, okay? That's psychological warfare, man, okay? That's hella violence, man. Breaking the minds of our people, okay? That's why they're all confused and they're all at each other's necks, majority of our people, because they don't know who they are and they don't know who their enemy is, man, okay? Psychological warfare, that's a violent dealing. Okay, look up psychological warfare, okay? Shall come down upon his own pate, right? There you go. All the shit you've done to us is backfire is coming on to you. 17, I will praise the Lord according to his righteousness and will sing praise to the name of the Lord Most High. All right, so, hey, and that's all we do is tell the news and we report it and the Lord makes it happen, man. And he's making it happen. In fact, we're just telling the news of what the Lord is doing. And we give praises to his glorious name, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. This is Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. It's doing. Let's go to another article, you 1948ers. Okay, so not only have you been giving strategic locations to the Ukrainian military where Russian troops are at, now you're giving them military communication systems. So the 1948ers, all right, you're creating a big enemy against Russia. All right, that's how we know in Ezekiel, according to Ezekiel 38, the land of Israel is about to be destroyed. Okay, all right. Again, you're doing this to yourself. These are the snares. That's the point. These are the snares. You also got U.S. military troops in Ukraine now, okay, training the Ukrainian military how to use military weapons, which they've always been doing this. If you Google Florida National Guard, last year they were in the Ukraine, okay, training the Ukrainian military on the weapons. And then that's why Putin said, fuck that, I'm going in now. And he went in February, all right? He wasn't dumb, okay? So you got that. You got military troops in Ukraine. This is a World War III, if you can't see it. I mean, you got problems in the Middle East. You got problems in Ukraine. All right. Different regions throughout the world. That's a world war. All right. But the main point is to keep your eyes on the Middle East, because this is where it's all going to ignite, all right? Watch them 1948ers, watch them Russians, watch them Iranians, watch America, Babylon the Great. Revelation 9 and 13, and the sixth angel sounded, and I heard a voice from the four horns of the golden altar, which is before God. 14, saying to the sixth angel, which had the trumpet, loose the four angels which are bound in the great river Euphrates, right? And so the Lord has commanded his angels to stir that region up to get World War III popping, okay? To get it hot, and it is hot. And you got to be excited, okay? Because this is the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, to bring an end to the heathens, okay? To bring an end to this wicked society, this wicked kingdom, where you have weirdos and pedos and missing children, okay? And clowns like Elon Musk rocking, okay, Baphomet as a costume, okay? All you heathens, you got to go down. And you are going down, because you can't stop it. And they all waiting on is that digital off. So hurry the fuck up, Elon Musk. Okay, and those that are controlling him. And then after that, let World War III happen. And it's going to happen, the will of the Lord. Jeremiah 50 and 24. I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon. Thou was not aware, thou art found, and also caught before thou hast striven, because thou hast striven against the Lord. Right, this is your snare, okay? That's why the American troops are in harm's way, all right? And finally, the American media is finally reporting it, okay? Okay? Another article. 2 articles saying the same thing. Yahoo News, Business Insider, okay? Credible sources, all right? You're being put in harm's way because of your pride, your greed, okay? And that's that snare to you. Last one and I'll close out. This is the book of Sirach, also known as the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 35, okay? And 16. He that serveth the Lord shall be accepted with favor, and his prayers shall reach unto the clouds. Right. Okay. The sincere men of the Lord, okay, the believers, the prophets, okay, they're praying to the Lord to end this man's rulership. Okay. And they're sending them prayers up, and it's piercing through the clouds because the Lord is hearing it, and that's why he's doing what he's doing. That's why you see everything's coming to fruition towards World War III. All right. Because who's praying for the downfall of this kingdom? The elect of the nation Israel. You heathens ain't praying. You heathens are talking about crypto, okay, what you're going to do in 5 and 10 fucking years. You got you 2/3 Jakes. You're talking about how you going to get the bag, how 2023 is going to be your year. You are not asking for the downfall of this kingdom. But the elect are. The elect of the nation Israel are, okay? The prayer of the humble pierceth the clouds until it come nigh. He will not be comforted and will not depart till the Most High shall behold to judge righteously and execute judgment. And that's what the Lord is doing. Okay, the Lord's hearing our cries, hearing our prayers, and the Lord is executing judgment. That's why all you heathens, you got put in a snare, in a trap, okay? You're going into World War III. Lockstep, okay? Dress right, dress. Forward march. Get it? 18. For the Lord will not be slack, neither will the mighty be patient toward them, till he have smitten and sundered the loins of the unmerciful. Right, you are unmerciful towards us. Okay? Unmerciful. You didn't show no mercy to the Lord's people, to us, the apple of his eye. All right? You just look at America, the inception of America up to now. Okay? Do we have to go into it? And repaid vengeance to the heathen, till he have taken away the multitude of the proud and broken the scepter of the unrighteousness, till he have rendered to every man according to his deed, and to the works of men according to their devices, till he have judged the cause of his people and made them to rejoice in his mercy. Right, and this is the Lord showing mercy, man, remembering ourselves, knowing his words, knowing what he wants to do in the last days. And that's why we're up in the spirit. We're rejoicing because we see, okay, the Lord is making, okay, his words come to pass. Okay, it's no longer, okay, tearing, it's happening. Like Brother Ash from Tampa, it's a pop-up book, man. And that's the Lord showing mercy to us and letting us know, I'm coming. Hold on tight. Hold out fast which thou hast. Let no man take your crown. All right? So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. You know, if it was long-winded, Salakia, just wanted to get to some key points. But, yeah, all you heathens, the point is all you heathens are going into World War III. You set that snare up for yourself. This is the pit you digged. Now you got to, okay, stay in it. And you're not getting out of it, okay? You can't crawl out of it. You can't dig your way out of it. You're just digging yourself deeper into it. And this is the will of the Lord. You American Edomites, get ready for World War III. You could thank yourselves and the 1948ers, the JJs, the Mohas, the imposters for dragging you into it, okay? Your American troops are being attacked, and it's only going to increase, okay? And once Russia locks horns with y'all, it's game over. Let's see the nukes fly. But before the nukes fly, there's one more thing that needs to happen. That's the digital R, the M to the O to the B. And that's what we're waiting on. It's almost close, all right? It's almost close. Let's see what Elon Musk does on November 30th, unless he pushes it back. We'll see. Lord willing, he does something on November 30th, all right? And that's it, man. Let's get it going. So with that, Lord willing, let's edify. I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashim, Ruach HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles, a great millstone who grew well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And citation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai's sake. Love you, brothers. Keep enduring, keep the faith, keep pushing, keep fighting, keep studying. Pray without ceasing. Pray for each other. Pray for the apostles and elders, okay? To the few sisters that do watch, keep studying. When you pray with your cover. We're almost out of here. As you can see, we're almost out of here. Tighten up. Discipline, discipline, discipline. Shalom and a bottle ball. Shalom.